motion, and it is on emotional support animals. And can I ask a question, who has a dog? And who has a cat? Compared to the moment when you first got the cat or the dog, how are you feeling then compared to how are you feeling now? Have you gained a better version of yourself since you got that pet? And that's why I will be talking about emotional support animals, even if you don't have them registered or not. What is an ESA? An emotional support animal is an animal that provides emotional support, caring for one or more symptoms or effects of a person's disability. Emotional support animals provide companionship, relieve loneliness, and sometimes help with depression, anxiety, or certain phobias. An ESA is not considered a service animal, nor is also not considered a pet, and is generally not restricted by the type of animal. Any domestic animal can be considered as an ESA. So this is what the vests look like on there. You can see like it has its own little patch saying emotional support that can be both for a dog and a cat. And an emotional support animal is an animal that provides a therapeutic benefit such as emotional support, comfort, companionship to a person with a mental health or a psychiatric disability. Although emotional support animals aren't necessarily service animals under the U.S. law, ESA is also not considered a pet. Any domestic animal can be registered, such as rats, cats, dogs, mice, rabbits, birds, hedgehogs, or ferrets. The animal's age doesn't matter if they're manageable in public. Not to mention they don't perform specific tasks, just the presence of an animal relieves the symptoms associated with the person's mental health condition or situation. And emotional support animals are not limited to dogs. What are the benefits? An online survey was distributed to the students at Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey during the 2019 to the 2020 academic year. All enrolled students who had lived in on-campus housing near an ESA or service animal had a positive interaction with an animal in the residence hall, while the other half had a negative experience, such as a pet allergy. Something minor, but obviously major to the ones who deal with that. Regardless of negative or positive, 100% of participants report that there should be more level of some universities approved animal in on-campus resident halls. How is the ESA different from a service animal under the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA? A service animal is defined as a dog that has been individually trained to do work or perform tasks for the individual with the disability. Only a dog can, in or a specific case, a minor miniature horse, be considered a service animal. A guide dog for persons who have severe visual impairments or are blind, people who are deaf or hard of hearing. Seizure response dogs assist a person with a seizure disorder. Psychiatric service dogs that assist people living with disabilities, detect the onset of psychiatric episodes and lessen their effects, such as schizophrenia. Did you know the results of an American Psychiatric Association Healthy Minds monthly poll released jointly with the American Veterinary Medical Association seem to align that provide a calmness presence is 62%, help reduce stress and anxiety is 62%, encourage them to be physically active is 35%, add structure to their schedule 29%, increase social connections with others 19%. Among all service respondents, 72% reported having pets at home, 52% are dogs, 37 cats, 7 fish, 4 birds, and less than 3% had turtles, chickens, horse, snakes, lizards, rabbits, guinea pigs, or hamsters. And 1 in 5, or 18% of those with pets said one or more of their pets was certified as an emotional support animal. Among all surveys, the call to action. Call to action: to get the benefits of an ESA, you will need a prescription from a health professional basically just a signed letter stating that you have a mental health condition and that your pet helps you deal with it. Some landlords and airlines will accept a letter from a medical doctor, but often it needs to be a therapist or psychiatrist. You also need to have a pet. Again, there's no special training required, but if you already have a pet, there's a high probability you can get them certified as an ESA. And there's always those few questions: do I have enough room for this pet? Can I provide for them? And a question you ask yourself: am I responsible for caring for this pet? If you can't handle a dog, consider a lower maintenance pet like a cat. I have a cat. Or like a fish. Or a small start with a plant, remind yourself to water it, maybe a stuffed animal, no shame in taking baby steps. A 2023 study created a CertaPet and Assistance Dog Center affirms the benefits of emotional support animals, with 99% of participants reporting had an increased sense of motivation in their everyday lives. With further 97% of participants reported less anxiety and a 9% reduction in panic attacks. And here's the thing, 99 for increased sense of security and activity levels, 99 for increased zest for life, 99 more motivated in everyday life, 98 increased energy and strength, 97 better sleep, 97 less anxiety, and another 97 increased sense of independence. And this is my mom's cat. She had a orange tabby before, but a little mistake by leaving a window open, and it didn't have
Tags.
yeah, no, do you know that little window thing that prevents, like, it can come in, but bugs can't come in?
Yeah.
That was removed, and he ran out and he was attacked by 2 pit bulls.
Oh, wow.
And she found this one, it was in the alley, and he was registered as an emotional support animal. And that's my brother. He was his older brother, well, my younger brother, but to him was his older, was attacked by a pit bull, and he was scared of dogs, and he still is to this day. So in Eagle Butte, we have a lot of res dogs, so you can imagine how he feels. Like, one time he ran so hard into me because there was a little tiny res dog, and I had to carry him on my back and take him into the gas station. It was only a few feet away. But he was scared of cats until he came to our home, and you can see him cuddling him. He actually took a nap with him. And with Franklin, the orange one, my mom suffered with abuse, anxiety, and depression, and ever since she got that cat, it's helped her and made her become like a better mom to us, because she was able to create independence with the cat. This is my cat. I wasn't able to keep him because I had to come to college, and my mom wasn't able to care for him too. His name's Max Adante. I gave him a middle name because I think animals deserve a middle name. But I found him when I needed him the most. And I don't know if you guys ever dealt with senioritis, because senioritis sucked. You felt like you didn't want to keep going, and I almost dropped out halfway through the year. But I found him, and I was dealing with codependency, I was dealing with depression, I was dealing with panic attacks, and he taught me how to be independent. He taught me how to bathe him, teach him how to eat, and he became my best friend because you can see in the right photo that we slept the same. And then a couple months ago, my mom took in these 2, and they're both twins. No one in our town couldn't take care of them, and she likes taking them in. And there's even cats that come to our house and wait for her for food, wait for her to give them house and stuff, or like housing, a roof over their head. But on the right, her name's Tilly. The only reason that they're different is she has a pink nose, and she has white fur under her neck, and she has mittens. And Roscoe's on the left side, and he has a brown nose and like love-like paws. And that's my presentation.